Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my hair school teacher, Miss Amber, here, and she hit me up. It's been about 3.5 years since I've graduated, and she wanted me to do her hair. So she always believed in me. She even gave me money to take a test one day when I didn't want to take it because she knew I had potential. I love her so much. She's so fun. We had a great 4-hour session. Not even 4 hours, probably like 3 hours, 3.5. So we're doing Teasy Lights. We're going to do a pretty good amount of them. We're still going to leave pretty good amount of dimension in between, but we are going to pack these Teasy Lights pretty close together because she does have a lot of hair, a lot of density. She's medium texture. She has Asian hair, and we want to pack them in, do small amounts of hair in each foil. I always tell people just because you're doing a thicker stitch doesn't mean you need to do a thicker amount of hair. You still take smaller amounts of hair in the foil so it saturates well and processes more beautifully. If you want to leave more dimension in the hair, then you just simply leave more hair in between each foil. Do not use a lot of hair in the foil. It will not get even lift and you'll regret it. So we are doing them pretty close together. I'm still leaving subsections, something I don't do often, unless I'm doing a lived-in look or a teasy light. You always see me slice that little section off the top. Sometimes I won't even do that, like on a regular highlight or something like that. I'll just weave it off by skimming off the top. But usually when I do leave more subsection, I do it that way. But in teasy lights, it's just easier to section it off with my comb. So I do like to lay my foils flat when I'm doing teasy lights because I am basically painting like a balayage in the foil. But let's be clear, this used to annoy me in the beginning of my career. Balayage and teasy lights are not the same thing. Balayage is a technique. Teasy light is a technique. Balayage, you are hand painting only, no foil, no anything. And you're using clay lightener, which hardens on itself. And you're just simply letting it cook on its own. No heat insulation, nothing from foils or anything. Some people back in the day used to wrap it in, saran wrap to try to lock some moisture in there and heat. But that is not a balayage if you're using foils or teasing the hair. This is the modern day balayage. Always changing in the industry. We're always changing looks and techniques. Baby lights, were huge the last couple of years, and balayage, now we're moving into more of a lived-in and the foil look, more dimension, bigger stitches with a root smudge, color melt. That's what we're going towards now. Times always change, and I like to stay true to myself. I always love baby lights. I will always have clients. There will always be clients out there who want baby lights and tightly packed baby lights for bright blondes. That's never going to go away, even though we're in the trend of a lived-in look right now. So I am doing these teasy lights in a brick lay pattern throughout the back of the head, and I am going on a slight diagonal in the front two sections. I did do her hairline with baby lights like always. I never do regular stitches or a teasy light in that hairline area because it will look too chunky. You'll see darker pieces, and it's just not flattering in my opinion. So I always do baby lights in the hairline. Even though she has Asian hair, I am using my Holy Grail Lightener, which is Blonde Me by Schwarzkopf. I'm using only 20 volume, and I am overlapping those pre-lightened ends. They haven't been lightened in a while, and there's a lot of orange yellow to them. They're around a level 7, 8. I would say more close to an 8, but we do want to pack them in and really kick that brass out, lighten up, and bring up some of these highlights, but we also want to keep a rooted look. She likes to go many years and long time in between each session, and that's what we want to give her, low maintenance. I'll bring it up higher around the face and do a face frame money piece for her, which she's not used to, never really does. And we're also going to keep a nice rooted look, do a smudge, bring it down a little bit, and the teasy lights will help because that lets me know there's going to be plenty of dimension in the root area left. You can see how well with just 20 volume she's lifting. We let her sit for an hour. No heat. I never use heat. I don't like to use anything higher than 30 volume, and I only use 30 if I'm teasing the dropouts and they're not getting as much time, or if I'm doing, overlap black box dye or overlap permanent color. So Miss Amber is a natural level 2.5, 3. So I am going to go in and smudge her with a 3N and a 4NA, mostly 3N. She did lift pretty well. We want to smudge it down a little bit, and that root area is going to be nice and rooted because we did teasy lights. As you see, the money piece is a lot higher from those baby lights and a nice bold one. Didn't want to make it too scary for her. Once it's all done, I will shadow that down a little bit, and you'll see how beautiful it ends up looking.
best ride of my life. Look at where we are now, baby. Only blue skies ahead. And it wasn't all bad, baby. Look at where we began. Making out in my room, nobody had a clue. Sneaking out past curfew, we were only 17. Didn't say I love you, but we knew it was true. To this day I still do love you like I'm 17. Time went by, oh so fast. Back then we didn't know this love would last.
So one thing I did want to point out, you guys usually always see me tap slightly around the hairline the last minute or two, but when I'm doing something like this and we want to make that money piece a little bit more lived in, when I'm smudging the rest of the hair, I will do a shadow in that money piece area. When I'm doing a shadow or a tap around the hair, I'll always do a tap around the hairline. So when I'm doing a smudge like this, I'm always go in and shadow it down 1 inch or so. So now we are going to apply the All Over Global Toner after I comb this through and blend it down a little bit. Always don't be scared too when you're blending the root smudge shadow or tap. It always looks like it's going down further and a lot darker. Trust the process. Tell your client to trust the process and trust you and your colorist skills. And then when you're done at the end of the session, they'll see how beautiful it truly was and how it really was how you said it would be. So for her toner, I'm going to keep it simple. We're going to do 9P, 9GB, equal parts for a creamy ash. Miss Amber is a rare case. She likes to see warmth and coolness at the same time. So the warmth will be those pieces that were left out, the subsections where that old orangey color level 8 was. And then the toner we did 9P, 9GB will make it a nice creamy ash. Look how beautiful the final result is, you guys. We are obsessed.
You still make me feel like you used to back then.
Tons of beautiful warmth and coolness in the end, a lot of pop on those ends, a lot of blondness on those ends, and a lot of dimension in that mid and base area. You can still see the pops going up higher, and that rooted look is just gorgeous. Exactly what she wanted. Look at all those different multi-tones. It's beautiful. We are obsessed. I hope you guys learned something here today and you like this video. Leave me video ideas down below. I want to put out more content each week for you guys. And yeah, I love you so much. Please join the family and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. As always, guys, so long for now.